Hey you guys, welcome back to Kimball's Corner, where it is day 24 of MerMay, and today I'm going to tackle the clownfish from Animal Crossing's New Horizons. Yeah, so lots of cream, gold, reds, orangey colors, brown, lots of skin tone fill-in stuff. So I think I'm gonna start with this as a background and just kind of do a soft, blurry something. And then I pulled out my Derwent Inktense pencils, and I already pulled out the ones I want to use, which are basically reds, purples, pinks, browns. Well, there's like a purple color, but that's taking up so much space on my desk, I figured it is time to use them and put them away. So clownfish, dude, you're going up there. And I do have my coffee today, but it is decaf because I'm a little hyper. Like, chill out, Kimball, jeez. So, I have these, and I have not swatched them. I haven't even used these. I don't know what they're gonna look like. I like to just make it up and see where it goes. Will it be a disaster? Maybe. Will I care? I doubt it. But I'm feeling like thin face, lots of hair. But I will do the color on this side, and then I'm just gonna close the book on it because that's just easier. That is interesting. I've never had big chunks of stuff. Oh my goodness, it must be a while since I've used this. Let's grab a paper towel from the trash. Looks like it's drying up. Oh no. All right, actually I think it was just stuff that was in the top of the eyedropper. Nothing to fret about. It's not gonna ruin my piece. Like, I ain't worried about it. You shouldn't be. Kind of want to throw in another color, maybe just a drop of orange, like here and there. Just a splatter, just to help, I don't know, make it a little more interesting. And then we just simply close the book. The beautiful small canvas Jane Davenport art journal. I don't know if these small ones are being made anymore. She does have a large version, which are very cool. And it's weird for me working in a small journal, like it's hard, but I'm managing. And I have about 10 of these because when they go on sale, I go crazy. All right, actually I can probably let that just drip a little and drip a little that way. Nothing but the most difficult techniques done in this house. Kind of do that without trying to break it. And I'll get that tissue back out. I'm just gonna clean out the little middle of it so it doesn't seep through to other pages. And let's blow dry this. All right, I just need to take a quick whiff. Oh my God, I seriously love the way this tinsel smells. They don't smell anymore, but the older ones, if you have them, they did have a scent. And this one was, I'm obsessed with it. It's ridiculous. Okay, so working with Inktense pencils. I think I've done like one drawing with them in the past, and it was basically figure studies, and it was one color. So yeah, let's pretend like we know what we're doing here. Maybe I'll separate the colors out just a little so I don't accidentally grab the wrong one. So I'm thinking reddish, orangey hair, yellowy skin. I guess we should just get started. Let's do this. Let's do this slowly and cautiously and scarily. I want to do a face over here. And I might swoop the hair up. Bring it way down like that. And it's just flowing through the water. Or, you know, the orange waters of vitamin C. That's how the pros do it. And I'm not even worried about the hair right now. Let's focus more so on her sad looking face. She's so sad. That's all right though. You can be sad, it's allowed. So I'm going to pretend like I know what I'm doing with these. So this is crimson. And yeah, just gonna, oh, this looks more like what I'm looking for. What do we got here? Scarlet pink. Just adding some color to the nose, to the cheeks. I really don't know how these work, especially on top of INKredible inks. Just trying to read, because like these look quite similar, but you know, whatever. We're gonna try a dark-ish one for the lips. I have no idea if these get darker or lighter when you get them wet. I'm kind of thinking they're gonna go a little darker just because they're gonna saturate the paper, but hey, let's find out together. Unless you already know, and then you can just sit there and laugh at me. That's cool. Now it is a clownfish. Now, I don't know why it's called a clownfish because it does not look like a clown. And I was tempted to make it look like a clown, but I don't think I'm gonna. Do some shading with oranges. There really isn't a lot of red into it. It's a lot of orange and yellow. Let's see here if I can find a bit of a darker, maybe some brown. I'm not sure how dark that's gonna turn out though, so I will use that sparingly for now. Maybe use it for details later. Alrighty, I'm gonna start painting because I really don't know how far these Inktense colors are gonna go once they get wet. Definitely more saturated, which was to be expected. It's kind of fun. I'm kind of like, wait, what color did I lay down? And then you get it wet and it just becomes this vibrant shock of color. So far, I'm really liking them. A lot of control. Small learning curve. Ooh, I'm digging it. Let's see if I can lift that line out of there. Nice. All right, let's dry this and we'll add another little layer. Alrighty, I'm gonna bring in that brown. I did bring a brown out, right? Am I crazy? Oh, my finger's like right on it. Madder brown. Okay, I'm gonna use this to amp up some contrast in her lips. Maybe make her smile a little bit. Just a little. I don't want to be one of those guys that's like, you're prettier when you smile. Because that's just annoying. I'll use this probably for details on the eyelashes later. Let's see, let's bring in an orangey tone. What is this? Tangerine. Ooh, actually, do we have a darker? What are you? What are you? Mild vermilion. Bring in, let's see. I do have a pink. What is this one? What do we got? Crimson. That's what I started with. But it's not as vibrant as like the pink color, which I really liked. But maybe it'll be good for shading. And then bring in this pinker color, the scarlet pink. These are nice. I mean, as you know, I dig colored pencils, and these are totally what that feels like. Like, I feel like I don't need to do... Like, if I didn't want to add water to this, I feel like I don't need to. But you know I'm gonna. All right, now that I really layered on some colors, let's go in and see what happens. Yes, I am kind of loving these. Let's give this a dry, and then I'm just gonna do some dry detailing with the dark brown. I really am liking the sketchy, the sketchiness mixed with the watercolors. I am totally digging that. I'm gonna wet it just a little bit. I don't really wanting to blend it, but I want it to kind of sink into the paper a little bit. All right, I am digging it. I'm gonna pull out a couple of colors. I need a pale bluish color to shade her eye in, and a nice pinkish, maybe super red color for her eye. Hopefully these will be good. I've got iris blue and poppy red. Just put the red in just right there. And ooh, I want to use this blue as her eyeball now. Okay, we're gonna. And maybe I can use it for shading as well. Just add a little. All right. And there is a white. Let me see. Let's see if I add some white. You can't see it now, but I added it in to her eyeball. And I want to see if it makes it like a paler blue, or if it really does anything. I have no idea. But I'm gonna dry that and layer it with a darker blue. All right, let's clean up the pupil. Bring that shadow over a little. And then bring this back in. And maybe like a touch of like a yellowy green color. Just to mix it up a scotch. Give that a dry. So if I just go over this with white, doesn't really do anything. I mean, it kind of does. It's a happening. I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it though. I don't want to keep fussing with it because it'll keep making the paper weaker and weaker. Just adding a bit more to her lashes. I should add a touch of that pale blue on this side just to tie in the eyes, shading wise anyway. Yeah, that worked. Anyway, let's figure out what to do with her hair. So the fish has stripes, so maybe I'll do like a light stripe. I don't need this white anymore, I'm not gonna use it. Oh, squirrel. So I can do like, let's pick some tones here. We'll do a light one, we'll do an orangey one, and like a darker reddish brown one. So I'm gonna lay the foundation with these colors. We'll do pale first, just giving it a light once over, not even worrying about highlights. Just coloring that section, and then we'll do the next section. I'm not really worried about shading just yet, we're just putting streaks in the hair. And we'll do an orangey one. And if these end up all blurring together, that's cool. There'll still be a hint of streakiness happening. Back to the yellow. Just have that kind of fade into it. And then we'll do a dark red. And then we'll do an orange here since it's between the yellow and the red. And then we'll do a dark red down here. I'll just kind of have that fade off. Her hair doesn't really have an end. And let's see, we have 2 yellow, 2 orange, and 3 red, so I'll do an orange. All right, so I'm gonna hold on to these just in case I need to add some more pigment for the shading. And I'm just gonna go to town with a wet paintbrush. All right, so the red is a bit redder than I would have liked. So I'm gonna dry this, and maybe it'll brown up actually. I'm gonna use some browns and oranges for the shading. So let's dry this and give it a go. All right, so I'm gonna use for shading colors, use this one for the yellow, and maybe brown. Ooh, wait. I'll use mild vermilion for the orange, and brown for the red. I was trying to avoid shading in the crease of the book. That's why I did the highlights like that, but you know, still gonna have to color in there, I'm fairly certain. Just kind of make the highlight stuff. I don't know how the shading's gonna turn out, but it really doesn't matter as long as the face looks good. Just kind of working with what I already have down, like the INKredible inks kind of created a shading thing happening for me. Yeah, let's give that a go. Again, just going in with a wet brush. Well, all right. Down with that. So I think I'm gonna use these same colors and just kind of go back in and sketch some stuff in, but not use water. So I'm gonna dry this up real quick. Alrighty. Let's see. Maybe I will darken the colors since I'm not gonna wet them. So I'll use a little bit darker rather than using that gold color. I will use this mild vermilion, which I used to shade the orange. Ooh, it's still wet up there. So as you can see, working dry pencil on wet gives a nice little effect. That rhymed. But I'm just trying to add a little depth to the hair. Nothing out here too much. I want to keep that pretty abstract and kind of blurry and fading away. I think I'll do a little bit of brown and then go over it with like a red. Maybe, well, maybe more of an orange. An orangey red, what do we have? Poppy red. No, I feel like I should do orange. How does this look over it? Kind of just add a little oranginess to that red tone. It's almost like glazing. Just a little orange. Just add a little more richness, a little more depth. Well, all right, you guys. I think we're done. I don't know, do I want to add some blue over here? I mean, it did get a little murky yesterday when I did the background. Whoa, lost my whole image, but if I did a blue, okay, we're doing it. We're doing it. Actually, I'm not gonna use these. I'll use watercolors because I can lay them down faster. And I'm just gonna go with the vibrant blue. Try not to do too much in the inks. All right, I'm gonna call it good there with these. But now I kind of want to do a hard edge. Quick dry. Alrighty, I'm gonna just use this dark brown, kind of create a dark edge over here. Just trying to clean up the side of the face just a little bit. And take a very slightly damp paintbrush, because I don't want to get crazy with it. All right, not quite done. I want to just use the brown just to separate her hair a little more from her face. And again, just take a very slightly damp brush. All right. Now for realsies this time. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I had a great time using the Derwent Inktense pencils doing the clownfish. Oh, clownfish, you're so pretty. All right, thank you guys, and I will see you tomorrow with another MerMay. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay inside if you need to. Wear masks, all that good stuff. And yeah, I will see you tomorrow. Take care, you guys. Bye-bye. Bye.